the Yoruba leaders that I respect, represented by Pa Ayo Adebanjo, now of blessed memory, declared support for Peter Obi's presidential presidential aspiration in 2023. And I was with him, and I remain with him on that note, because it is based on justice, that we have 3 zones in the south: southwest, south, and southeast. Now, the southwest has produced Nigeria's president in person of Olusegun Obasanjo. The south has produced Nigeria's president in person of Goodluck Ebele Asikwe Jonathan. And so it should be the turn of the southeast, which Peter Obi represented and still represents. The ambition, the inordinate ambition of Bola Ahmed Tinubu to become Nigeria's president from the southwest, not minding that the southeast will be marginalized, was one of the signs that he did not and does not represent justice. He lacks sense of justice, and he has not been doing justice. There is no justice in continuing the war with the Boko Haram Muslim community that was peaceful under the presidency of Olusegun Obasanjo. There is no justice in perpetuating herdsmen terrorism started by the first APC president of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari. There is no justice in removing subsidies from basic necessities of life only to be subsidizing Christian and Islamic pilgrimages and floating fraudulent palliative schemes, even when you are paying workers pittance, salaries that cannot take them to the end of the month, given the rate of inflation in all aspects of life. Removing subsidy not only from fuel but also from electricity, from gas, and so on, making life next to impossibility for Nigerians. Now, the issue must be raised. How can Peter Obi be different from Bola Ahmed Tinubu, given his religious mentality, by which he was accused of favoring his Catholic Church as the then governor of Anambra State, and now going to breakfast with Muslims? Why not be a Muslim? So this type of hypocritical sense, how is it not going to play out when he becomes the president? And also going to Rome for the funeral of Pope Francis, going to Rome for the inauguration of the successor of Pope Francis, Pope Leo XIV. So put together all this religious mentality. How will Peter Obi be different from Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who removes subsidy from fuel, even though there should be nothing like fuel subsidy? Is a language of thief. the language of thieves, and Nigerian rulers are thieves. So, but then he removes subsidies from fuel and other basic necessities of life, only to be subsidizing pilgrimages for Christians and Muslims. Although we don't know how much he gave to Christians, they are not telling us, because they know we kicked against that of Muslims, and so we will kick against that of Christians. So between Christian Association of Nigeria and the presidency of Tinubu, the secret of why the Christians are not protesting is clear to them. So, but the question, how will Peter Obi be different from other Nigerian rulers subsidizing pilgrimages, running National Hajj Commission of Nigeria with Nigerian money, running pilgrimage boards for Christianity and Islam with Nigeria's money, despite Nigeria's constitution that prohibits state religion, imposing Christianity and Islam on Nigeria? So this, if you like, and I think that is the case, that it goes beyond Peter Obi or Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It must be Nigerians to rise and question the rationale of Nigeria running pilgrimage boards for Christianity and Islam, or any religion for that matter, and National Hajj Commission receiving more than 19 billion subsidy, while fuel, gas, electricity are denied of subsidies. So the mentality of Obi, not just his body language, but his practical life, is pointing to the fact that he will continue to politicize Islam and Christianity. He has shown it by his life as the governor of Anambra State, as going to breakfast with Muslims, as going to Rome for the funeral of Pope Francis and the inauguration of his successor, Pope Leo XIV. So these Nigerians must ask questions. Either we set the constitution ablaze, or we uphold the constitution. You, our lawyers, you, our judges, rise to your responsibility. Nigeria's legislators, you are supporting the dictatorship of Nigeria's presidents, whereas you should uphold the law of Nigeria. They swore to uphold the law, but they are not doing it. And you, who are the legislators, and you, the judiciary, and you, lawyers, and fellow Nigerians, let us rise against politicization of Islam and Christianity. So it goes beyond Tinubu, it goes beyond Peter Obi. But once we allow the status quo, and Peter Obi comes into status quo like that, and giving his mentality, you can rest assured that Mr. Peter Obi is not going to make any difference whatsoever. Those who can make it are the soldiers who will bring martial law. But with these politicians looking for votes from Muslims, from Christians, and the rest of it, but the constitution is there to guide us, but they have put aside the constitution to be running pilgrimage boards for Christians, for Christianity and Islam, to be running National Hajj Commission of Nigeria with public funds. So if the situation is to change, it is not Peter Obi who will change it. It is Nigerians who must rise against it. To the glory of Nigeria's legislature, Nigeria's judiciary, Nigeria's lawyers, and all of us who must rise to encourage them to do what should be done.